2014. But Biafra. We are in Biafra. And you know na Biafra.
Yes.
No na-eme ihe niile na kemgbe agara m rehapụtala kemgbe kama ahụ adịghị nne m mụ na nne m anọgide na California ma eburu ya n'ụlọ ya gawa gakwuru okike ya ma lọghachi n'afọ a oke mmadụ enwe m okwu achọkwanụ m ka kama achọ m ka ị mara na ịbụ Chineke. You are God. You are. Do you understand that? You are God. And the other gods you work with. I don't expect anything in life. I deal with whatever I see as I see it.
Yes.
I didn't think. I didn't put it into perspective, into any type of perspective. Seeing today. And that I'm seeing today, I'm experiencing today. Osworum, I am content.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, my Prime Minister, there is no name under the earth that fits you. There is no name. Chineke Brakwala no Wedeho. Njoko. Onye na get close to Njoko ya for bitu yaka.
Njoko. Thank you. So right, I continue from there and
as long as we come on air every evening, the whole world must listen. As long as we preach this very gospel, Chukwukika Abiyama must be with us. Therefore, without any further hesitation, we must proceed to offer every prayer to Chukwukika Abiyama who resided in heaven. Therefore, as we always commence, not from today, but from of old, our Father who art in heaven, that your name may be hallowed by men, that we may bow at the mention of it, that we may offer every glory unto thee, that we may offer you every adoration and adulation, because there is none like thee. You fight our battles for us. Every blessed day you demonstrate through your kindness and your everlasting mercy that you are our Lord, our God, and our Creator. This evening we offer these your children unto thee all over this very planet that you created. They are listening across the entire 24 time zones on this very planet where they inhabit. They are listening to your gospel this very evening, this gospel of redemption, a gospel of hope, a gospel of restoration, a gospel of renewal, this very gospel of freedom, this very gospel of emancipation as only you ordained, that this very gospel must be preached, that mankind may be set free from the eternal damnation of the creation of the British.
The gospel of redemption, gospel of hope, gospel of, deliverance, this very gospel. Ask yourself, which gospel are you preaching? A gospel of lies? Some are preaching gospel of propaganda. Some are preaching gospel of separation. Some are preaching gospel of destruction. The reason why we will stand out is because we are connected and we are equipped in this gospel of hope, a gospel of redemption, a gospel of Biafra. Anything that is far from this gospel, count them out. I don't care if there are multitude. Count me out. You know why? Because I know Ulomdina Biafra Marama. Ulomdina Biafra Marama. Ulomdina na Zoo. Ulomdina na America. ụlọ ndị nọ na England, ụlọ ndị nọ na Japan, ụlọ ndị nọ n'ụwa, mana nke nọ na Biafra ka ya mma. Ọnwụ adịrọ ya. Ụlọ m o, ụlọ m ee, ụlọ Biafra, ebe ndị nsọ, ụlọ m ee, ụlọ m ee, alaeze ọma, ebe obibi ọma. Ụlọ ndị na Biafra mara mma, ụlọ ndị na Biafra mara mma, ụlọ ndị nọ na zoo, mana nke nọ na Biafra ka ya mma. Ọnwa dịrọ ya. Ụlọ ndị nọ na zoo, mana nke nọ na Biafra ka ya mma. Ebe obibi ọma. Ụlọ m o, ụlọ m ee, ụlọ m ee, ebe ndị nsọ, ụlọ m o, ụlọ m ee, ebe anyị n'ala, ebe obibi ọma. Simon eburu agha ya wuchie. My son, Nnamdi singing. Nnamdi just smiling behind the camera. Hey, Nnamdi eburu agha ya wuchie. Simon Ekpa eburu agha ya wuchie. Jehova lee. Buere amagha Chukwu okike. Agha nke Simon na-elidi, agha nke Maazị Nnamdi Kanu na-elidi lee. Ọ bụ agha nke ọnụ ahụ n'ọbara, maka na ọ bụ agha nke ime mmụọ. Ndị DOS na ndị ekwurekwu, ndị achịkọta ekwu ọnụ, ndị ngozi ọra bụ eze na ndị mmụọ, principalities and powers. Bụrụ agha gị wuchie Simon Ekpa. Agha nke anyị na-ebu, ọ bụ agha nke ọnụ ahụ n'ọbara, maka na ọ bụ agha nke ime mmụọ, principalities and powers. Bụrụ agha gị wuchie Maazị Nnamdi Kanu chai. Bụrụ agha gị wuchie Simon Ekpa lee chai. All right, let's pray. Let's pray. I want my leader to pray that prayer again very quickly. Take it back a little bit so that they understand the gospel we are preaching. If your gospel is not based on this, thank you so much. I cite you, Esther Nabulele. Much love. Thank you so much. If your gospel is not based on this, believe me, you are just toiling in vain. You are like the 5 foolish virgins. 5 foolish virgins. That's what you are. My beloved brother Joe, thank you so much for giving us the first offering today. Agha ka anyị na-ebu, ọ bụ agha nke ọnụ ahụ n'ọbara, mana ọ bụ agha nke ime mmụọ, principalities and powers. Bragi wuchie Simon Ekpa lee. Hey, Chineke mere ebere. If you open your mouth and call his name, and you do not love him, and you are not connected with him, and you don't have anything to do with him, his name will destroy you. You call him Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, open your mouth and call his name from your lips. You call him Simon Ekpa, our leader Simon Ekpa, and you know you are disobedient to him. His spirit will haunt you, and you will never be alive to see good in your life. He said. My son is happy. Oh God. Give me that in 5. Give that in 5. We are winning. We are winning. We are winning. I love this boy. Let me tell you. Oh, Chineke Meneme Bere. I am so spiritually elated this hour. Believe you me. Every day I see Biafra. I don't see all these things that that they are doing on the social media, all this propaganda and all these lies. Every day I see Biafra. Every day I see Biafra. And you know, it hurts me so much that there are so many people that I loved so dearly that will not be in Biafra. It hurts me. Oh. I'm not celebrating it. It hurts me so much that so many of them will not be in Biafra. People that I had some good things to say about them at a point in time. Some of them are not knowing that they had a different agenda. Many of you remember how I used to praise Ogechukwu Nkere. Not, you know, I never called him Isaiah Anyog because we were convinced to believe that anybody can change their name. But now that I know the intention behind it, now that I know that he has no interest of Biafra, it dey pain me They pain me because I believe that he had the Biafra project in heart. Each time I come out here and I call Sanak my boss in the information ministry, I believed so much that he had the interest of Biafra at heart. The last person that I ever thought would disobey Simon Ekpa is Ekpara Wasoni. The last person that I thought would disobey our PM is Ekpara Wasoni. Honestly, I even believe that if there's anybody that would disobey our PM, Ekpara Wasoni will fight that person to hell and come back. But that this guy, who I now refer as a bingo, this bingo, oh, Chineke mere me bere, this same mouth, my boss, can you bingo? This bingo can hear the voice of our PM from a bono. Eh? Do you know what PM have been going through? In Oluya, your wagging hige man told you what to do, and you refused to do it. And you know that thing he said you should do is in his own interest. And for Biafra, you refuse because of the agenda of hellfire. Hey, nah, that is life. I'm not going to make I'm going to bring you up in a way that your passion for Biafra will be such that if they see you, they'll see the Biafra son. You understand me? Yes, my son. They see a Biafra son. Integrity personified. Integrity personified. Do you know that some of them to their extent, they're even saying that my son ran away from my house? Just because you want to promote propaganda, just because you want to preach a different gospel. Who born you? How did you wake up from the bed that day? You open your mouth and you are talking about Biafra, and what is coming out from your mouth is a lie. I don't understand, honestly. You open your mouth, you want to talk about Biafra, and what is coming out from your mouth is a lie. And you will sit down on camera looking at people and you are lying. The day I sit down on camera and lie, God knows that maybe I will not even see the next day because of the level of integrity I have. I'm telling you, your integrity should be your pride. Your integrity should be your grace, because it is that integrity that carries you. That is why you are different. When NNAMDI KANU is bragging about IPOB, it is because he has believed that there's a level of integrity in IPOB, that there is no amount of darkness that can destroy IPOB. That is why he is still relevant today. That integrity personified, that truth and righteousness that he imbibes every day. And he believes that everyone that is loyal to him is also in that line of integrity. He said that if you do not speak the truth, what you are doing is just you are making noise. Can I come here now? Because I intend to spend about 1 hour 30 minutes here. And I'll come here with the intention in my heart, and I know that I want to lie. I'll just on my camera and I'll be lying. Propaganda. And I see evil. I don't repeat. NNAMDI KANU, he said, we do not treat cancer. What do we do to it? Help me on the comment section. NNAMDI KANU said, we don't treat cancer. If you have been following NNAMDI KANU, can you tell me what NNAMDI KANU said we do to cancer? Tell me. Go on the comment section. Let me know what NNAMDI KANU said we do to cancer. The day I discovered that cancer called Isaiah Nyog, I don't intend to treat it. The day I discovered that cancer called Ngozo Rabofulane, Nketi Blessing Ezobika, I did not intend for us to treat it. What did I do to it? I need a comment. What did NNAMDI KANU say we should do to cancer? The day I discovered that Sonny Akbar, hey, Sonny, Anya Bet, Achibongo. Chai! The day I discovered he was a cancer, we cut it off. Oh, Helen. We cut it off. We cut it off. We cut it off. We don't treat it. We don't chemotherapy it. My people, we cut it off. We cut it off. That's why I cut off Isaiah Nyog. It hurts, but I have to cut it off. Yes. He was good to me sometime. As a man, but it was not good to Biafra. I had to cut it off. He was very generous, a very generous man. But he did. As I know that he cannot give me Biafra, I have to cut it off. Ngozi, Nkechi blessing Ozobika. Hey, they don't love Abatebi. They don't want Abatebi. I discovered she was a cancer. I had to cut her off. Achibongo Aparawa. I discovered she was a cancer. I did not waste time. I had to cut him off. If you don't cut it off, it will pollute the other parts of your body. That's why you cut it off. You cut it off. That is what NNAMDI KANU said. You don't treat it. You cut it off. There is no sentiment. It will hurt. If you are in a movie, for example, watch a movie, vampire movie. You have a son, and the vampire bites your son. And you know that before the son will come out, that your son will become a vampire that will eat you. Are you going to pamper that son? No, you're going to cut it off. Maybe you are going with your wife, a young wife you just married, and vampire bite the son when you get. And that your son, if you don't cut him off, it will bite your wife and then bite you. That family will finish. What do you do? If there is a way you can see a sun that will shine, you push that boy into this. There's no sentiment. Vampire don't bite them. And as far as that vampire don't bite them, if you not throw one for sun, make sun roast them, it go bite to now. Then that generation will finish. We will not talk about Biafra again. Do you understand? So as far as you have a wife that you can do, plug and socket together, and we'll have another son. One day, cut that vampire beating off so that you people can have a new nation. It happened during the days of Noah. It was only 8 people. 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. There were 8 that were saved out of the whole world. 8 people. 8 people in the whole world. They were locked in a boat because the rain was coming. Do you understand? We have a nation that is coming that will make the difference in Africa. And you don't need to allow one Isaiah Anyogo out of sentiment because he has lied to you. You allow one Nkechi Nozobeka out of sentiment because she was demonstrating some demonic Jezebelic tendencies to you and you never knew how vampirous she was. Cut it off. Cut it off. Remember, we're still praying. Let us pray.
Lord, our God and our Creator, this evening we offer these your children unto thee all over this very planet that you created. They are listening across the entire 24 time zones on this very planet where they inhabit. They are listening to your gospel this very evening, this gospel of redemption, a gospel of hope, a gospel of restoration, a gospel of renewal, this very gospel of freedom, this very gospel of emancipation as only you ordained, that this very gospel must be preached, that mankind may be set free from the eternal damnation of the creation of the British. My goodness me, I want to remain in the spirit because we must worship heaven. We answer your name, O Lord of hosts. Everything about us is designed to offer glory unto thee. We have atoned for our sins last year. This very year we have not only atoned for our sins, we have spilled, we have shed blood, they have shed our blood. We have let our sacrifice be made unto thee. Even on the 30th of August, as we are being felled by the bullets of the enemy, by the workers of iniquity and of darkness, we remain very strong today to beckon upon thee, to ask you for your mercy and for your grace, to ensure that your kingdom is restored upon the face of the earth, that you can bring your healing hand to bear upon the life of those of them that you created. for one singular purpose, and that purpose alone, which is to worship you in truth and in every honesty. Is there any way that we have erred? Is there any way that our ancestors may have sinned? We confess before a congregation of the whole of humanity to ask you, O Lord of hosts, to have mercy upon us. You must have mercy upon us. We have suffered enough. We have been subjugated enough. We have been tortured enough. We have been imprisoned enough. We did not do these people anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestedly is upon our lives every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word, which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist? You opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain, because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace, under our command. O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isoko. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy, because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time.
Exactly. All this we ask for.
All this we pray. All this we ask for. In no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. I had in Sosine Bigebi. He said, my name is NNAMDI Kanu. I am the leader of indigenous people of Biafra all over this very planet, I tell you. I lead indigenous people of Biafra IPOB. So also do I command the armies of Biafra. They are fiercely loyal. They are loyal, I tell you.
Fiercely loyal. Loyalty is one important factor of everyone that wants to finish strong with these our leaders. Fiercely loyal. Fiercely. That's the reason why up till tomorrow, every Monday is locked down in Biafra land. Loyalty. That's why the zoo, they are so scared to their anus. They know that NNAMDI KANU remains the only leader of Biafra land. They know. They know. And there's something I need to activate today. I am telling you, there's something we need to activate. Look, the truth is that I believe NNAMDI KANU should have activated this level. And I am going to be very idiomatic in my expression. Yes, but I want to be as brutal as I can be to pass the message, because we have been too soft. Fiercely loyal. Fiercely loyal. Ndị Sonny on a Biafra land, they need to hear me today. Fiercely loyal. They need to hear me today. I want to tell you that this man, he has won the heart of every Biafran. Over 80 million of us. Abroad and at home. Fiercely loyal. You know, the loyalty is such that even the fake people, they can't operate in their fakeness without mentioning him. Because when they want to sell their fake gospel, they use his name. They also use the name of his only true disciple, Master Simon Ekpa. They use their name because they know there is nothing you will sell in Biafra land that will go if you don't use them. So that's why politicians are still trying to see how they can attach their name to whatever evil they are selling. But you see, this 2025 is the end of that market. We are going to go into every market they are trying to sell with the name of NNAMDI KANU and Master Simon Ekpa. We are going to go with a whip like Christ did in his days, and we're going to disperse all of them, all the money changers, all the DOSs, all of them, because you're Abu Fulani, and everyone working with them, all the pathetic criminals that have used the name, the holy name of NNAMDI KANU and the holy name of Master Simon Ekpa, using their name to proclaim and to perjure and lie, deceive and manipulate. Every one of you that have turned Biafra land into a money-changing table, we are going to pursue you. We call it also Ukweruala. You will run and you will all perish. All of you. All of you. The truthful, fierceful, obedient, loyal followers of NNAMDI KANU and our PM are emerging. We are emerging. Believe you me. We will set fire on every ungodly camps, and we will make sure they burn to the ground. We will destroy every unholy assembly, and we will make sure they never hold again. We are Umuchuku, Umuchineke. Thank you so much, Mazi Dyke, for coming on board. Some of them, you hear them, they will be shouting, hey, yeah. When the devil comes in through the back door to manipulate and deceive, because they are sentimental, all they know how to do is make noise. That's one that I identified in South Korea. He was supposed to be a good guy. I call him. He was supposed to be a good guy. But when he saw the devil, he didn't know the devil. He thought the devil was a saint, and he embraced the devil. There are so many of them like that. Some of them may be saved, though. Some of them may still be saved, but they are going to weep their way back. They are going to cry. They are going to cry their way back. But because by that they come back, that table, they believe that table would have been shattered. And so they will understand that, look, that table you will believe, it was not a table of God. The God of NNAMDI answers prayer. The God of NNAMDI answers prayer. The God of Simon EKPA answers prayer. The God of Simon EKPA answers prayer. Don't murmur. Don't faint. I used to be very religious in those sets, you know. The God of NNAMDI KANU answers prayer. If Mazen NNAMDI KANU, who always believed in praying, favor, allow me to talk, please. Who always believed that we must talk to God. And he believed in the efficacy of the power of prayer. He doesn't do anything without calling upon heaven. And you will see how heaven will vindicate him. Not many days hence. I will break it very quickly. I will break it very, very quickly. Now, every one of them, shameless criminals, pathetic liars, business centers, using the name of Mazen NNAMDI KANU to validate their criminality. Whether they are politicians, whoever they are, especially politicians, Umunde saw in Biafra land, it is time for you to identify them, locate them, and let them be put out of the way. Because there's no amount of talk we talk and things we do, and those evil are still roaming around in Biafra land in the name of either APC, PDP, or whatever name they go by, manipulating and deceiving. And then they will always come. When the election time comes, they will come with Mazen NNAMDI KANU's name. I will say, we want to talk about Mazen NNAMDI KANU. We want to talk about the release of Mazen NNAMDI KANU. We have told you times without number that these are the enemies of our freedom, the enemies of Biafra. Biafra land does not belong to them. It is time to expunge them. It is time to delete them. It is time to remove them. It is time to make sure we chase them out of Biafra land. Whichever way, make sure they are out of Biafra land. Either by sending them 6 feet, 9 feet, 10 feet, whichever feet we can send them. Either it is shallow grave. Let them go where they belong. Because we cannot allow those ungodly entities to continue to move in Biafra land. Let the Omunigwe battalions go into action. That's why every Saturday when we tell you people that we are doing fundraising, it is important to assimilate and make sure we organize and make Omunigwe. We need money. Yes. If we don't have a conventional way of making these things happen, we will go our own. We'll go our own method, our own way. We were able to sustain the war that we had blockade everywhere. There was no food coming in, but we were able to sustain for 3 years. Obunigwe. Then saw. You people must hear us and hear us good. Now we saw them circulating a paper. They put our holy angels pictures there and they said they are selling them for 3 million naira. These are people that you know, even if you bring cash load of money, of trillions of naira, they will spit on your face because they believe in the sanctity of the land of Biafra. And being trying to insult them, you write their picture, you put their picture, and you put 3 million useless naira. You have awakened the sleeping lion and the sleeping dragon. Right now, going forward, you will be picked up by the roadsides. Those people that call you family, they will begin to mourn. Because we will make sure that that Biafra land will not contain you again. Umuoma, we must go into action. Umuoma must go into action. They have no prize. And you want to prize them? When I don't buy markets. General Gentle Yahoo, he has no prize. You put a price on him, You have bought a market you cannot sell. You cannot put a price on men that are priceless. Men that will never sell their destiny for any amount of money. And you want to put a price on them, una don't buy markets. Going forward, I gonna to unu n'ụzọ. Anu unu ga-abụ anu udele ga-eri ozu unu niile, all of you, from A to Z. It has been triggered. Do you think they don't know where you people are? Senator, House of Rep, Assembly member. If you belong to Nigeria, the time to exit Biafra land is now. If you belong to Nigeria, the time to exit Biafra land is now. Biafra land belongs to Biafrans and not Nigerians. So leave. We don't beg you to leave. We tell you leave. And if you don't leave, you will see. We will show you. We will put movie for you and you will watch. We go put film for una. Una go dey watch. You want to know the meaning of woto? Okay. You will see it in true pictures. This time around, we'll show them to you in HD. We'll show them to you in what? HD. Mama, you know what to do. And some of you that think that you want to divide the fund. Okay, carry the criminal. Criminal as I know. You want to divide the money that goes to the saints. Because of your crime. We don't need, no money goes to any Moran Global. Moran Global, no, until PM comes out. Not even a cent goes to any Moran Global. Elias, if you don't have a job, go back to Greece. Umuama must be sustained. No money goes to where? But tell me what the criminal people have done. Did Biafra pay you to go and carry placard in Washington, D.C.? If you want such placard, if you have carried it in Finland, we will know that you make sense. If you have gone to Finland to do the needful, we will know that you are making sense. Not in some isolated areas in Washington, D.C. You say you are campaigning or protesting for Simon Ekpa. You are a fool. Van 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 said that you are a fool. You cannot fool Biafrans. And so coming back to the point I'm making, we are going to understand what these our leaders are, what they mean to us. Nobody can take them out. Not anymore. They mean well for us, and they will live well for us. They mean well for us, and they will live well for us. So, fellow Biafrans and lovers of freedom, this is what I have to say. Sorry, my son. I am going to put, the link is already there. The link is already there. So, anyone that wants to come in can come in. But there is a rapper that I saw that was rapping about the leaders of Africa that were taken away by the West. And that thing they did to those men, Thomas Sankara and the rest of them, we will never allow them to do it to NNAMDI KANU or my Simon Ekpa. Yes, I will get away, but I'm not getting away. I'm going to be in my seat while I send you away because you're a bastard. So, while I'm sitting here, I am going to show you, because there's a video I was playing the other day about the interview from the owner of Telegram. I have that full interview now, but I'm not going to play it today. I will do it in another program. I'll do it in another program. But this morning, we have our link for today. But let me go and bring you some of the videos I have put up on my X handle. If you're not following me yet on X, look for me. It is Raphael Ajere, at Raphael Ajere on X. You know, that's where to follow. And then you will be getting updates by the grace of Kokabiam. We don't do propaganda. What we preach here is the gospel of heaven. Remember, it is a happy BRGIE Sunday. So you have the link. You can come up and share with us, you know, what makes you happy as a BRGIE. Anyway, let me bring this to you. Should I play this one first? Okay, I'll play this one first before I will go and play the other one. This young soldier who has broken away from this guy broke out from the zoo army, and he had some things to say about how, you know, important it is to stand for NNAMDI KANU. It is not everything he said that I agree with, but at least that he's speaking up, it is a welcome development. You know, we appreciate people that are open-minded, that do not agree that Nigeria is doing well at all, and that believes in people like our leader NNAMDI KANU. And when they are saying that NNAMDI KANU should be free, they know that the freedom of NNAMDI KANU means that Biafra must come. You understand? And the reason why the zoo, even though they have been exposed, the reason why they are not allowing NNAMDI KANU to go is that they know as NNAMDI KANU is coming out, it's coming out with Biafra. As our Prime Minister Samanepa is coming out from the prison in Finland, he's coming out with Biafra. You understand? And that's what they're afraid of, but they cannot stop it. Eventually, it must happen. And Nigeria must separate from Biafra. Separate. If you don't want to end Nigeria, you can enjoy your Nigeria the way you want it, but Biafra must be. So let us listen to this young man.
Killing soldiers in the east will not stop the release of NNAMDI KANU. Instead, we uphold NNAMDI KANU to be in the prison. I advise you people today, the IPOB, the indigenous people of Biafra, I advise you now today, anytime when I see my video, make una do the right thing. Make una hold all the whole governor that make up the indigenous people of Biafra. Hold them. There should be no office in the east. There should be no movement in the east. They should go and bring NNAMDI KANU. Let it be war.
Did you hear what he said? Yeah. He's a soldier. He knows what he's saying. I know the water must continue. I support water. But what is more important than the water is what he's saying right now. We have given them too much breathing space. Yeah? Remember, we have given them a vote of no confidence. There shouldn't be any hope or them anywhere in Biafra land. There shouldn't be any soludo anywhere in Biafra land. You know, at a point when our PM was, you know, doing some good stuff and preaching the gospel, hope or them ran away and ran to Abuja. He was in Abuja. So the thing is that everyone that wants to pretend and protect Nigeria can never be safe and stay in Biafra land. No. You cannot be in Biafra land. That's what this young man is saying. He said we should hold them responsible because they are responsible. We must hold them responsible. And when we begin to do it, that is when we know we have started. We will be able to take over the whole of Biafra land. These are the people that are giving Fulani hope. They are the people that are giving Fulani hope and giving them assurance that Fulani will carry a gun, AK-47, and be walking the streets of Biafra and be unaliving people in their stores, in their shops, in their houses, in broad daylight. So that man that is giving them that power to do that, we must take over their office. Their offices they must not have their offices in Biafra land. No, they must not. How can you, as a Nigerian, have an office in Enugu and be operating Nigeria office in Enugu, in Biafra land? Operating Biafra Nigeria office in Owerri, in Biafra land. Operating Nigeria office in Oka, in Biafra land. In Ebonyi, you're operating Nigeria office. No, must not happen. If you want to be a senator, you remain in Abuja. You want to be House of Representatives in Abuja. You want to be House of Assembly for Nigeria, you go to Abuja. You go to Abuja. And that must be made to be effective in Biafra land. Make sure we bring it to effect in Biafra land. So there's something I would like to announce again. I block people on my platform, and I don't hesitate to block. So if the gospel I'm preaching is the truth, don't comment negative thing on my platform. I will block you. I don't beg people to come on my platform. I don't encourage nuisance on my platform. Even if we are only 9 people that are listening to the gospel, those 9 people, I see the potential of 9,000 people in 9 when they are listening to the gospel of truth. So if you are on my platform, you are making some unhealthy comments, I will block you. I will remove you. And I'll actually block you so that you will not come back to my platform again. Except you go and open another Gmail or email. Do you understand? So it is better for you to carefully be listening and not to be commenting rubbish, because I see all your comments. So when you insult the true gospel, I will block you. I'll block you. I don't care. I don't care. I'm not the type that is looking for 1 million people that will constitute nuisance on my platform. I'll be gathering and be no. When I have 12, Jesus had 12 people, and those 12 people, when they were educated with the gospel, they could carry it. Do you understand? So it's just for you to know. No, I block. It's true. I just block people. Somebody was advising me the other day. I know many people have the grace. I don't have that grace. Maybe I will learn not to maybe lay a curse on you anymore. But be careful not to curse me, because if you curse me, I will retaliate with a heavy curse on you. And I bet you my curse is very, very effective. Very effective. So be very careful. So that's this man is saying what we need to do now. Exactly what we need to do. These men that claim to be governors, senators, whatever they are from Nigeria, we must kiss them goodbye. We must kiss them goodbye. Yes. And we need to start doing it. We need to start doing it so that we will take over our land. We'll take over our land because it belongs to us. Biafra land belongs to us. Biafra territory belongs to us. We cannot have that. We cannot have the things that are happening in Benue, in Biafra land. We cannot have the things that are happening in Plateau. Their governors have given over their states to the terrorists. And then how can you have the same kind of governors that are giving their people away to terrorists and you have them in Biafra land and we're looking for Biafra? No. We must take action. That's exactly what this man is saying. And I want us to listen to him again.
Killing soldiers in the east will not stop the release of Nnamdi Kanu. Instead, will uphold Nnamdi Kanu to be in the prison. I advise you people today, the IPOB, the indigenous people of Biafra, I advise you now today, anytime when I see my video, make una do the right thing. Make una hold all the whole governor that make up the indigenous people of Biafra. Hold them. There should be no office in the east. There should be no movement in the east. They should go and bring Nnamdi Kanu. Let it be war. You will see other neighboring states will support una. All those things when they do so, say Biafra army, Biafra soldier, you don't want the zoo army to. You boy are just wasting your time. You are increasing the problem of Nnamdi Kanu. You boy are not ready to release Nnamdi Kanu. You people can fight this. You can fight this and get Biafra. But if you people are killing, you are ranting in the east without taking a proper step, Nnamdi Kanu will not be released. I am not praying that he should be there. Because the governors and the House of Senate rep in the east, they are behind his detention. Because why? If Nnamdi Kanu come outside, those people call themselves governor, House of Rep, they will not have the opportunity in any position in Biafra land. They might be chased out of Biafra. That is why they are making sure Nnamdi Kanu should not be released. This is my advice. I call me peace. I mean no harm. Detaining Nnamdi Kanu, they pay me for body because why? Nnamdi Kanu is not a terrorist leader. He's a freedom fighter. Why are you people detaining a freedom fighter and leave the leaders of Boko Haram and Fulani herdsmen? Why should you people leave the leaders of Boko Haram's, ISWAP, banditry, and you people know them? They give you the list. And now,
Yes, thank you very much, our soldier. Thank you so much. And we have already warned the soldiers that are encountering doomsday in Biafra land. We have warned them. Look, you all know that these men that are giving you authority to go and be mounting roadblocks, they don't want your interest at heart. That's why your doomsday is happening to you in Biafra land. So if you can also advise yourself. I'm talking to the soldiers now. So I will advise this man also. I know what you're saying, you write in your own terms, fine and good. But talk to your soldiers. Biafra land is not where they must go and start to exercise some of those things they ask them to go and do, like going to pick up innocent people, going from neighborhood to neighborhood, picking up innocent people, or shooting at sight at innocent people. That is something that we will not also tolerate, because any Biafra life that goes, another life will go with it. You take one Biafra life, that means you want to surrender 10 of your own lives. Believe you me, because you will have no right to take any Biafran life. So I know very well that going forward, we are going to engage. Somebody tried to come into the studio and probably couldn't make it. We are going to engage. Everybody could try and come back again. We're going to engage these senators, House of Reps, and these governors going forward. We are going to engage them, because as far as they have shown themselves to be enemies of Biafra, we will engage them and show them that they will not try those nonsense anymore and get away with it, especially not this 2025. No, and especially they cannot wrap it around NNAMDI KANU and think they will get away with it. Every time they come and say, we are going to talk to Tinubu about NNAMDI KANU, we are going to talk about NNAMDI KANU release, thunder fire all of you. In fact, we are going to make sure that thunder is not just going to be a spiritual thunder, but a real thunder that we are going to effect on all of you. Bunch of evil people everywhere. We're going to show you that your evil you cannot do and get away with it anymore. Not anymore. Not anymore. These leaders that we have, we are going to guide them jealously. Now we are containing you. That's why when I'm talking about all these criminal idiot called Isaiah Nyongo, we cannot be containing all these ones in Biafra land, and then we are now talking about you in diaspora, trying to work with the West to subdue us. We're not going to allow you. Biafra, as NNAMDI KANU have always said, is going to be the redemption for Africa. Biafra will set the pace for African redemption. We are happy about what Burkina Faso is doing, what Ibrahim Traore is doing. But the truth remains that NNAMDI KANU have said it, that Biafra will lead the way. They are doing well, fine. But Biafra will have the potential to lead the way. Doesn't matter when it happens. And by the time we wake up, every one of us, and do the needful, and we align ourselves with all these our brothers in this in Burkina Faso in West Africa, we will be a formidable force. A formidable force, I can tell you. That all these Western powers cannot dare us anymore. Now I'm going to bring you. Let me first of all remove this thing before I make a mistake. I'm going to bring you another video that I want us to relate with. Yes, I like this video, but we are going to bring our own explanation. We're going to bring our own explanation to it. Yes, I have the link. So after I'm playing this video, you can come in and put up your own observation. But then let's do this together first and foremost now. Let's have it like this. Okay. Now listen to him and listen carefully.
Burkina Faso has banned fake hair in beauty pageants, has banned the use of fake hair in their movie industries, has banned the use of fake white hair in courts, and has now introduced a new traditional African attire for their lawyers and judges. No more Western clothing. This attire is for the judges. This is what all the judges in Burkina Faso are going to start looking like right now. And this is for the lawyers. This is what the lawyers in Burkina Faso are going to start looking like right now. You know what's funny? Rastafarism, right? Like the Jamaican Rastafaris, It's an actual religion. Rastafarianism is a religion. And in the Rastafari religion, look this up or go ask any Rastafari. They genuinely believe that the rise of the global population, the emancipation of the black people globally, they genuinely believe it will start in Nigeria. They believe that Nigerians, that's why Rastafarians, Jamaicans, Rastafarians specifically love Nigerians, is because they believe it's part of their religion that Nigeria will lead the movement to free black people from the oppression we're going through.
Now, when he says that Rastafari believes that Nigeria will lead the freedom, Rastafari, they are a spiritual sect. And that Nigeria they're talking about, they're not referring to the Nigeria, not Nigeria, Fulani Caliphate and all that. They're referring to Biafra land. But they refer to it as Nigeria. But they're referring to Biafra land. Because this is a revelation they have always had, that Nigeria will lead the revolution for the freedom of Africa. And you can already see that it can never happen in the west of Nigeria. It can never happen from the north of Nigeria. And if there's anywhere in Nigeria where that freedom resonates, or where it can kick start, or where it will start, or people that have the balls, the morale, the mind to kickstart a revolution and freedom that will begin in Nigeria, it is in the Biafra land, in Biafra side. No other place in Nigeria that have this revolutionary, ideas that it is not only by word, but by action. It's in Biafra land. So when he's talking about Nigeria here, it is because these Rastafarian people, they are working on, the things they are seeing. But though they have seen that vision that it is going to be coming from that side of the divide. But you need to know, these Rastafarian people, you need to know that Nigeria is a creation of the British. So you cannot be referring to that freedom that will come to Nigeria, because Nigeria is a business name, a business center. So you need to find out the revelation you have. Where is it from? Where is it from? Do you understand? It is not Nigeria per se. It is Biafra, not Nigeria, because Nigeria have never taken any step and will never take any step to free Africa. Rather, Nigeria is always affiliated with the West, submitting themselves to the West, playing the cards of the West. Nigerian leaders are always being appointed by the West, chosen by the West, anointed by the West, sanctioned by the West. You understand? Biafra war was meant to bring an end to that Nigeria. But the West, they supported Nigeria because Nigeria is their creation. So that is the point that this man is making here. That you need to understand that it is not Nigeria, it is Biafra. So the Rastafari people that saw this, they actually saw Biafra, not Nigeria. If you're talking about Rasta and the dreadlock Rasta, you see them from Biafra land. You don't have dreadlock Rastas in the north. Some of the dreadlock Rastas you may have in the West are people that have, have that orientation that we already have in the East. Yeah? Dada. In a Biafra side of Edo State where I grew up in Uromi, Dada. They don't joke with that. Dada is something holy. Dada. Rasta. People are born and they believe that they were born Rasta. There are many spiritual things you need to understand. So this guy is going from spiritual, but then let's listen to him. Let's listen to him. I want us to listen to him.
Love Nigerians is because they believe it's part of their religion that Nigeria will lead the movement to free black people from the oppression we're going through.
Remember that it is NNAMDI KANU that have always brought the gospel that Biafra will free the black people. Have you ever heard anybody in the other part of the divide ever said that they are preaching a gospel to free black people? The first person that preached the gospel, please, I want you to confirm on the comment section if you have ever heard NNAMDI KANU, the leader of the Biafran people, preaching that Biafra we save the black people. Biafra, the restoration of Biafra, we gather all the black people in America. They will all come back to Africa. It is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Nigeria doesn't have that vision. They don't have that dream. So the Rastafarian that are seeing this thing, what you are seeing is Biafra. And the son of Biafra that actually have been preaching this Rastafarian message is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Nigeria has never preached of bringing black people all over the world to come back home. No, it is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have preached it several times that we are going to, as Biafra will be restored, the black people all over the world, in the Caribbean, in America, in Europe, in Australia, they will all come back to Africa. All right? Let me see that comment. Nobody, thank you. Nobody, except the preaching of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It is the preaching of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This is the center. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's preaching is centered on restoring the glory of Ndisioji. Remember, he will always say Ndisioji, black people, but Biafra will redeem them. So let's continue. There's a place he's going to, and I want you to understand that. Look, he needs to confirm. I heard. Thank you. Somebody's confirming again. Confirmed. I heard it, and I believe it. Confirmed. So I'm not the only Radio Biafra student here.
The irony is everything that the Rastafarianism believes about Nigeria, Burkina Faso is the one doing it.
He said that everything that the Rastafarian believe about Nigeria, that Burkina Faso is the one doing it. Now, what is happening in Burkina Faso is kickstarting. It's like actually exemplifying what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have kickstarted. Burkina Faso is living what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu kickstarted. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu kickstarted it. What's happening in Burkina Faso? What is happening in Burkina Faso is the gospel. If you go and meet Ibrahim Traore, I believe I would look for opportunity to get in touch and find out his ideas, the people he listened to in Africa, or revolutionaries that he listened to. I won't be shocked. I will not be shocked if I find out that this man has been listening also to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's message and his ideologies. Because what he's doing right now is the belief system of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Those are the things he's living out now. And he's dogged in it. He doesn't care. He doesn't give a hoot of what the West is saying or what they want to do. He doesn't care. That mentality, that dogged mentality of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, it is what you see playing out. That never say die is what you see playing out. Thank you. He said it 1,000,000 times. Chukwuemeka Ebube Chukwu saying that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have said it 1,000,000 times. And Allah said something here also. Only Mazi Nnamdi Kanu preached that our people will come back from all over the world. Only Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. There's no preacher in Nigeria, no preacher anywhere in Nigeria, whether you claim to be Rastafarian or you claim to be no preacher anywhere in Nigeria that have ever preached that the black people will come back to Biafra land or come back to Africa. No preacher in Nigeria. In Nigeria. All right. So he said that what the Rastafarians believe is what Burkina Faso is doing. But I'm here to tell you, sir, that what Burkina Faso is doing is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu kick-started, and he's doing it. So it is going to make the job of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu easier. It's going to make the job of our Prime Minister, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, easier. Because now the alignment will be much easier. Because already Nigeria is dilapidating. Already. All right. So let's go. Let's listen more.
Giant of everything people have thought about Nigeria. The giant of Africa right now, the giant of Africa, the biggest black country right now, when we talk about power right now, it's looking like Ghana. We thought it was going to be Nigeria, but Ghana has come and taken it over. The savior of Africa is not a Nigerian man, it's a Burkinabe. And the country that looks like it's leading the way to emancipate our people is not Nigeria, it's Burkina Faso.
So I love it that they are painting that picture right now. Now it is good for me that Nigeria is being wiped out of the scenario, out of the equation. Nigeria is being removed. Yes, they need to remove Nigeria because Nigeria has no role to play. in Africa restoration, because Nigeria is not part of Africa. Nigeria is a business center that we must dismantle. Yes, sir. Nigeria is a business center that we must dismantle. Yes, thank you. And I love this point that this our brother is making. The only difference is that Burkina Faso is already a sovereign country. Biafra is not. Biafra is not. Yeah. That is why anybody that is allowing this lunatic mental patient called Ngozi Orabueze, Ngozi Orabufulani, if you are allowing her to deceive you, we are not a sovereign nation. We are a sovereign nation. You are just being fooled. Burkina Faso is a sovereign nation. You can see the impact that is making. You can see the impact he's making. You understand? So now Biafra being recognized is going to catapult us very fast. Now it is good. We love what that is why everything that Traore is doing, you must support it, you must defend it, you must believe it, because that is exactly the gospel that NNAMDI KANU kick-started. So what he is doing right now, what Burkina Faso is doing is a good thing. And what this man is preaching is a good thing. But one thing that I love is that he ended it up by removing Nigeria from the equation. Don't put Nigeria anywhere. Nigeria is in the dustbin right now. Nigeria will end up in the dustbin of history. Nigeria will end up in the trash can of history. And nobody will remember her ever again. But you see, Biafra is ringing and shining and smarter. Biafra is the land of the rising sun. It is not by accident that we are the land of the rising sun. 1 minute, guys. Yeah, Biafra is the land of the rising sun. Nigeria is a dead zone. Dead. Nigeria is gone. Nigeria is what? Gone. No matter the hope you give to Nigeria, Nigeria is gone. Nigeria is gone. That's why we need to wake up. It's 2025. We need to wake up. And all these people that are following Obi, look, you people will do all these things. At the end of the day, they will still exploit you all the more. Buhari in 8 years, I was listening to Yusuf Dati, the running mate of Peter Obi. He said Buhari in 8 years indebted Nigeria to the tune of $49 trillion. But in less than 2 years, Tifnubu have borrowed over 50 trillion. It took Buhari 8 years to indebt Nigeria to the tune of 49 trillion. Now it is taking Tifnubu 2 years to exploit you of a well over the same amount and over. And yet Nigerians who call themselves Nigerians are still being fooled to believe that there is hope that is come out of Nigeria. And there's one thing that Yusuf Dati said, that there's anybody that has sense there should listen to him. He said, if you people protest in 100, Nayawa, nonsense, they will just pick you up. If you protest in 1,000, they will shoot you people. If 100,000 of you protest, maybe they will be looking for who is the head of the protest. But if 1 million of you gather in Abuja to protest, Tinubu will look for an escape route from back door and disappear. Just imagine when 10 million of you will come out and say, let's end it today. All of them will run. That is why in Biafra land, we are going to do something very strong. We will kickstart, first of all, what I already said. All these criminal lawmakers that are perambulating themselves in Biafra land, we need to show them red card. We need to show them red card that drips with liquid. Show them red card, not a dry red card. Red card or barasoko. Because you go see her. So that afu go your baranda. Kona akwafu odo hanya. You understand that we mean business, because you cannot take the lives of Biafrans and then exploit the same Biafrans and call Nigeria into Biafra land, and then you'll be perambulating with a traffic siren and all, what have you. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. So what is happening in Burkina Faso? Fantastic. But they must understand that their senior brother is coming. Their senior brother is coming. So we are always in alignment with Burkina Faso, and then they must also wait for our manifestation, because it is going to give them more power. There is another guy that did something and he made it like a rap. This guy, oh my God, I love this. If you have to listen very well. I believe this guy is in America. You have to listen carefully to everything he said, and he made it into a song, and I love it. The people he mentioned in his song are very powerful individuals that stood out in Africa, but the West eliminated them. That is why the gospel I brought to you guys yesterday, when I told you that I believe, I suspect that Isaiah Nyogo is being used to stop Biafra, and I gave that narrative. People that are spiritual, they understood, and they knew that I was coming from a very authentic point of view. That's correct. And it's not just because I am, thinking that way. It is because that is the way they play their cards, and that's where they play their game. They did it with Patrice Lumumba. They did it with Thomas Sankara. They did it with many of our past leaders. America was fully involved in making sure that those people were out of the way. You see what France has been doing in Africa. America is not against France. So America is not against France. Rather, America is supporting France. Does it not shock you that this same Donald Trump regime was actually saying some bad things about Ibrahim Traore? Tell me, what wrong has Ibrahim Traore done? Donald Trump is crying and shouting, America first, America first. And he's chasing out everything, and he's saying that English will be the only language in America. Is it not the same thing that Ibrahim Traore is doing? And they wanted to use a black man, a very stupid, foolish idiot called Langley. They wanted to use him against his own African brothers. If you check that Langley, now only God knows his history. The same thing, they now come to pick on the worst of the worst in Biafra. Idiotic illiterates like Isaiah Nyogo, and give him the boldness. Don't worry, we will make you leader of Biafra. Disconnect everything Simon Ekpa is doing. Disconnect it. We want to speak to you. You are the one we trust. So you don't see intelligent Biafrans with innovative ideas, with structural plans that will transform Biafra to become a better nation than Singapore. No, you will not work with such people. You will only work with a criminally minded person like Isaiah Nyogo, who has criminal records, and you will promise him that you will cover up your criminal records. We will just use you, and then, we will empower you. That's what they do. That's what they do. So this young man actually said it in a few words and sang it in a song. Please listen to it very, very carefully. And then I believe that my link is there. If anybody comes in, fine. Otherwise, we'll end the service like that.
You know what? It come like if the mainstream news ain't showing Ibrahim and Sahel, like no one don't know what's going on. It's true. Okay.
It seems like if the mainstream news is not showing Ibrahim in the Sahel, it seems like nothing is going on. Maybe I will be pausing it to be bringing out the points he's making here.
You know what? It come like if the mainstream news ain't showing Ibrahim and Sahel, like no one don't know what's going on. It's true. Okay, let's take them back to school with it. Let's take
them back to school with it. We're going to take them back to school to show them that we are aware. If you are not inundated with history, these people will exploit you, useless you, and dump you. They will. Do you see that the peace that Donald Trump is making and the agreement is making with Congo and all these people is to continue to exploit them of their minerals? Somebody like Isaiah Nyong'o will quickly sign up to agreement with America immediately. America will begin to take all our Californium and all our mineral resources in Biafra land. In a Hamufu, if they tell you the minerals and the resources we have in a Hamufu alone, in Biafra land. Oh, they know there are things in Biafra land that you've not heard of. You've not heard of. All right, so let's listen to this, our African brother now. We'll take them to school with it.
You know what? It come like if the mainstream news ain't showing Ibrahim and Sahel, like no one don't know what's going on. It's true. Okay, let's take them back to school with it. Let's take them back. First things first, I speak different. Unapologetic truth seep into your ligaments. Let's talk about our leaders, how they've been killing them, and why we say it's war if you think you can speak to Ibrahim. Now there was Thomas Sankara, Burkina Faso, painted this picture of freedom, Black Picasso. He was freeing minds of everyone over Dasso. In 1987 they killed him because he was black. Now there's Patrice Lumumba, Donny was from Congo, fought for independence from Belgium. Was he wrong though? First democratically elected president in 1961, they killed him because his message was too strong, yo. We all know Gaddafi, Donny was from Libya, tried to start his own currency with his own insignia. West didn't like how big it was, so in 2011 they lit him up. Yeah, the truth, we gon' dig it up. There's Steve Biko, Black Consciousness Movement. The white supremacists in South Africa couldn't move it. In 1977 they sent the racist Fred to arrest him, but they beat him to death instead. Okay, so Vanis Olympio, Donny was from Togo. Simmers Ibrahim, he told the French they should go home. He was tired of seeing his country in a chokehold. In 1963 they analyzed his blow. Richard Raximan-Java from Madagascar. 6 days after he turned president, we're like, nah. The same colonial French won't go to the yard. In 1975 they unalived the star. So before you run your mouth, make sure you know your history, bro. That 6 that I just picked was out of 60, bro. Why black people so amped up's no mystery, bro. Touch one more of our leaders, my peeps gon' let it go. Before you run your mouth, make sure you know your history, bro. That 6 that I just picked was out of 60, bro. Why black people so amped up's no mystery, bro. Touch one more of our leaders, my peeps gon' let it go.
Touch one more of our leaders, my peeps gonna let it go. If you touch one more of our leaders, you touch one more of our leaders, we'll show you that this melanin is not just by accident. Touch one more of our leaders. One more. Touch one more of our leaders. We'll show you guys that we are not a bunch of people you can use as an experiment. We are not lab rats. Touch one more of our leaders. One more. Touch NNAMDI KANU. Touch Simon Ekpa. Touch one more of our leaders. Touch one, just touch one more. One more. Chineke kpọọ ọkụ. Chineke kpọọ ọkụ. Bunch of ndị isi ọcha. Chineke kpọọ ọkụ. Evil people in the world. They'll tell you that we have the same blood, the same red blood, we are the same. But they cannot live without exploiting us. What? Just one more of our leaders. Touch one more. This song, you just would want to play it 1,000,000 times to understand the passion that this young man put into this rap. It's not just all those ones that are rapping and say, hey, shake away, shake wuku, shake away, shake your nyash, shake your breast, shake. This is lyrical. Lyrical freedom rap. This one is not Davido and Burna Boy and what do you call the other one? That they are, what's that name? His name, Wizkid and the rest of them. This is gospel. When you sing gospel. When you preach gospel. When you talk gospel. For the freedom of your people. Liberation. So I want us to take it back. Start it from the top again. Thank you, brother.
You know what? It come like if the mainstream news ain't showing Ibrahim and Sahel, like no one don't know what's going on. It's true. Okay, let's take them back to school with it. Let's take them back. First things first, I speak different. Unapologetic truth seep into your ligaments. Let's talk about our leaders, how they've been killing them and why they say it's war if you think we can speak to Ibrahim. Now there was Thomas Sankara, Burkina Faso, painted this picture of freedom, Black Picasso. He was freeing minds of everyone over Dasso. In 1987 they killed him because he was black. Now there's Patrice Lumumba, Donny was from Congo, fought for independence from Belgium. Was he wrong though? First democratically elected president in 1961, they killed him because his message was too strong, yo. We all know Gaddafi, Donny was from Libya, tried to start his own currency with his own insignia. West didn't like how big it was, so in 2011 they lit him up. Yeah, the truth, we gon' dig it up. It's Steve Biko, Black Consciousness Movement. The white supremacists in South Africa couldn't move it. In 1977, they sent the racist Fred to arrest him, but they beat him to death instead. Okay, Sylvanus Olympio, Donny was from Togo. Simmers Ibrahim, he told the French they should go home. He was tired of seeing his country in a chokehold. In 1963, they analyzed his blow. Richard Ratsimanjava from Madagascar. 6 days after he turned president, we're like, nah. The same colonial French won't go to the yard. In 1975, they unalived the star. So before you run your mouth, make sure you know your history, bro. That 6 that I just picked was out of 60, bro. Why black people so amped up's no mystery, bro. Touch one more of our leaders, my peeps gon' let it go. Before you run your mouth, make sure you know your history, bro. That 6 that I just picked was out of 60, bro. Why black people so amped up's no mystery, bro. Touch one more of our leaders, my peeps gon' let it go. Let it go.
You know, he said R.I.P. DMX. I don't know if this song was sung by DMX. Did he just remix DMX or he did it? Because when he finished that, he said R.I.P. DMX. How many of us remember DMX of Blessed Memories? Yeah. Anyway, that's what they do. That's what they do. What they know how to do. They know how to silence us. They know how to creep in the midst of us. They know how gullible we are. They know how some of us love material things. You know, they know how to buy our people's mind, give them money, you know, for the future of their people, you know. But the ones they couldn't buy, they eliminate. The ones they couldn't buy, they eliminate. They eliminated Thomas Sankara. They eliminated Patrice Lumumba. They eliminated many. You see people with conscious movement in South Africa. Some of them, they beat them to death. You know, the leaders in Africa, those are, they took away Muammar Gaddafi because the effect was getting too big. They just lied and framed them up. You know, now they were summing up and brewing up lies against the Burkina Faso leader, Ibrahim Traore. And now Biafra is about to happen. They are doing everything within their power to stop Biafra. But I bet you with my 10 fingers and my 10 toes that they will fail. Because NNAMDI KANU already confirmed that miracle that will happen. If they insist that it will not happen, the true God will deal them a heavy blow that they will never recover from. Yes. Okay, someone said that's a remixed DMX. Really, I would really need to listen to that track. Okay, DMX lyrics. I would really need to listen to that full track from DMX. Only God knows what happened to DMX. But that guy was deep. DMX was deep. You know, maybe I'll need to start listening to his musics now. If he could give those powerful lyrics. But I don't think it is DMX really, because DMX passed away when? And this guy is talking about Ibrahim Traore. You know, DMX was not alive when Ibrahim Traore began this is revolutionary. I don't know. I stand to be corrected anyway. So anyway, I believe he may be giving some credit to DMX maybe for the sound, which maybe this sound now may even have some copyright on it because I think it's DMX's sound. But all the same, those lyrics are just out of this world. They're just out of this world. Now let me announce. Let me tell Isaiah Anyong. Let me tell you, you dumb-headed, crack. Let me tell you, no matter how they try to buy you, you cannot stop Biafra. No matter how they try to pay you, no matter the amount they pay you, no matter the promise they give you, you cannot stop the release of our prime minister. No matter how you try to jeopardize or sabotage, I bet you my 10 fingers and my 10 toes that you will lose. No matter how sympathy you gather among Biafrans, I already see it. I already see it. So much sympathy you've gathered among gullible Biafrans. Believe me, he used the soundtrack. Yeah, he used the soundtrack, but the lyrics are not from DMX. Thank you. No matter how they buy you, Isaiah blockhead Anyogo. No matter how they buy you, that screech-legged, that cricket-legged, legged Isaiah, Elias. How many of you see his leg on the floor like a cricket? That's how human beings' leg are like straight like this, but Elias, his own is like this. That's how he walk. And do you believe that this shameless idiot is now calling Biafrans in the homeland? Elias, we call Biafrans in the homeland and be talking with them. Ask this idiot, is that your business? Is that your jurisdiction? Is that your office? Elias, we have the evidence. So tell Elias that I have the evidence of him calling Biafrans in the homeland and distracting them from obeying the order of our prime minister. I have evidence. I have evidence of the shameless. I've forgotten how, there's an animal that walks the way he walks. Check it. Like Obogo. Calling them in homeland. Tell me, what business you have calling Biafrans on their phone in homeland? Penguin. Comes like a penguin. I don't know if you saw him. I saw him in Finland. That's how he walks. With his nyash shaking like a tolo. He'll be walking like penguin. Idiot. You are calling Biafrans in the homeland. And the other one said, Elias just spoke to me now. And we spoke for 30 minutes. We spoke for 1 hour. Is that what our prime minister employed Moran Global for? Okay. Somebody made that correct. Yes. So the guy used DMS's beats, but the lyrics are his own. Elias walks like a penguin. That's true. That's how he works. Check it. He's penguin. Before you walk like penguin to go and be calling Biafrans in homeland, be careful. You have no business calling Biafrans in the homeland. Your business was supposed to be to lobby for Biafra in international, not to lobby Biafrans in the homeland. Your lobby that is supposed to lobby in international is now lobbying Biafrans in the homeland to follow Ogechkunkere. Not be juju be that. Your lobby that is supposed to be lobbying America to recognize Biafra is now lobbying Biafrans in the homeland to recognize a stooge that America wants to use against them. Thunder will destroy you. No, make it make sense. Somebody should call me now and make it make sense that Elias is calling Biafrans in the homeland, encouraging them that Ogechukwu is the deal. Is that your job? Is that your job description? What can I get a penguin? What a penguin? Is that your job description? To call Biafrans and lobby Biafrans instead of lobbying America? You are now lobbying Biafrans. So why is Biafra paying you? Are we paying you to lobby our own people? I will ask Elias. Can somebody put it in a question? Elias, Are we paying you to lobby our own people? You're going to learn, and you will learn in a hard way. The truth is that the God of Biafra, yes, so he said, Mommy, I am telling you, is a huge disappointment. I saw the evidence of his conversation with somebody in the homeland. The thing shocked me. And he's calling them, and he's promising them that he will keep in touch with them. I don't understand. Is your lobbyist work now, does it also include, does your lobbyist work now include lobbying Biafrans? Yeah, if you want to stand with USB, go and stand with them, not on my platform. You see how you earn yourself a block on my platform now. You want to stand with USB forever. Go and follow USB charger, not on my platform. You idiot. Yeah, you are a fool. I will not even, okay, I will take this call, but I will not even read your comments before I will block you. Let me take this call first. Maz, go ahead while I block this idiot.
Chukwamaka.
Ndewo.
Chukwamaka.
Ndewo.
Nwannem ekene Chukwu goziele ngo nwannem. Nwannem jisi ike.
Ndewo.
Nwannem Emma ndị ache n'ọdụ Chukwu ha wetara anyị. Atịrị na Chukwu ha dị. Ha ma na Chukwu anyị dị power. So ele ya asị anyị pụrụ kịta agba aja n'Igbo na-achụ ya. Oke nke ahụ pụrụ aja n'Igbo na-achụ ya. Ngozi ọrụ bụ eze aja n'Igbo. Even nke a na-agwa gị na be nna m na-achị ya n'Igbo a. Ụfọdụ agbabago ọsọ onwe ha na-achụkwa. Ụbụkwa ha chụwa ahụ na ụfọdụ nọ n'ọsọ. So fache na ọdị Chukwu ahụ ka ha were Chukwu anyị rie anyị. Mgbe ife a na-ebe akwa ma America ma Britain ma onye ọnwụna do let's consign anyị na-ebe akwa ka a na-egbu m Chukwu ha do ọ ga-emecha mata na Chukwu ahụ na-eme ezisi na ofe ka ahụ banyere anyị bụ Chukwu ahụ nwanne m jisi ike hapụ n'akwaba ebe nsi obido n'echi ka mara na Chukwu beka ike ka ọ Chukwu aja na echiba ya amịrị ibe na-amịrị aba na-enwe aṅụrị ya na-anwụ ofisi ka emere anyị ebere ebe a ka ha ga-afụ nke tọrọ Chukwu ha ga-ama na Chukwu a na-eme ezisi ejebego nke Burkina Faso na-eme ebe a ka ha ga-amata na Afrịka nọ ndị ojii abụ isi nwanne m bisi ọ na-eme program famche nọ ịma na ya site n'izu eme ịga ka ọ ga-eme anyị so ha ma na Chukwu ahụ na-abịa ha ọgụ ibe a na-ada nwere nne m nwanne m isi ike Chukwu na ndị a nwanne m kaba n'iru Chukwu anyị amaka Chukwu anyị agbara mma
honestly Ndewo, I appreciate the call. Thank you so much. Yeah. Biafrans are asking you, are you being paid to lobby Biafrans? Are you not being paid to lobby America, to acknowledge Biafra, to recognize Biafra? So what is your business? Getting the phone numbers of Biafrans in the homeland and calling them. And before you know it now, you'll be looking for how you will call the men on ground. And jeopardize their positions. So Biafrans, we must beware because this is a very serious period that we are in. But I know, I'm confident that sooner than they even expect, because they thought that our prime minister will forever be in a dungeon. But sooner than they ever expected, you will see our prime minister coming out gloriously. And the Onukurunjo Ebidokubemma. Onukurunjo Ebidokubemma. So I know that Biafrans, some of them are very, very slow in learning, very difficult to learn. So, I am going to be patiently relating to some of us, to understand that, look, these people, they don't mean well. They don't mean well. We are not moved by what they say or what they do. We are moved by the truth of the word of God. Eziokwu Chineke. That's what moves us. Not crowd, not multitude that move us. Money doesn't even move us. Some of you, money moves you a lot. Money moves some of you a lot. But money doesn't move. If you are a child of heaven, money shouldn't move you. Only the truth should move you. Only the truth will move you. So having said that, 1 hour 30 minutes is what I stipulated for this, in exemption of anyone coming in to join me. We'll leave it here until I see you again in my next broadcast. Airborne Biafrans, I love you all. Share this program and make it go viral. When I have time, I will come. I want to listen to the full interview of that Telegram founder, and then I'll be able to pick out some of the points that will be useful for us, so that we understand that what is playing out now is a game that the enemies of Biafrans are playing, but they have lost woefully. No matter who you employ to use against Biafrans, you will fail. You will fail. They will. Airborne. And mind you, that we don't have any APM anymore. This person that's commenting as M. We don't have any APM. There's no APM. So you can say Elias is doing the bidding of his APM, not your APM. We don't have APM, okay? That's why I will not display your comment. But that one, your comment doesn't anger me, but you need to correct it. We don't have APM. APM sacked, office closed. No APM in BRGIE. Isaiah Nyog is an impersonator now. Anybody that is telling you our APM, that person is impersonating. You will see where they will all end up in the matter of distant time. Okay? Airborne, Muchineke. Airborne. Let's have it.
Tell me what we do, everybody want to kill us. They want to take what belongs to us. Try. We they love our neighbors, so we they love ourselves too. So it is written in the holy book. Try. You find a channel, na meranyi biko godo onyolu welu mono aya na meranyi do onyolu welu mono onyo chai chukwu kikele anyị na bogi bia nyela the time is now. We want to go. Remember your promises. Oh, na me oh, onuzo ke Biafra me rani onuzo ke Biafra me na me rani onuzo ke Biafra me rani onuzo ke Biafra me. Ndiro maranyi buruburu anachi wepunda anyị n'ike. Shaka oh, they are holding our lead. NNAMDI KANU now is Prime Minister Simon. We shall rise and defend our land. The land of rising sun is our hope. Meranyi Ani na yogi bikonu Sitende muziki kame Iwele